Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ronna, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you.
Well, Ronna McDaniel, the aforementioned, joins us now. Ronna, we saw you right at the end of the debate run up onto the stage and address Vivek Ramaswamy directly. May we ask what you said to him?
Do you know what? That wasn't me, actually, Stuart. There must have been a lookalike. I've heard this reporting. I didn't speak to Vivek. I have not spoken to him since those comments.
My apologies.
You know, listen, he's at 4%. He needs a headline. I'm going to say what I've been saying to Republicans all along. Our headline should be about Joe Biden, the border, fentanyl, crime, terrible things that are happening in this country that the American people are looking to our party for solutions. But I also will stand by my record as RNC chair.
He said,
I am the one who delivered Michigan for the first time in 30 years when I was Michigan chair. We just won back the House under my leadership. And I'll add one other thing. In 2022, the RNC turned out 4 million more Republicans, and we would have won the Electoral College based on that turnout. Now, we don't do the messaging. That's a fact. We don't do it. And our candidates have lost their messaging on abortion. In Virginia, the Democrats spent $16 million on abortion ads. Republicans did not respond. In Kentucky, Democrats spent millions and millions on abortion ads. They did not respond. Now, the RNC doesn't do state races. We're a federal committee, so we weren't involved in those races on Tuesday. I know Vivek's kind of newer to the party. He voted for Obama, so he may not know that. But this is something we're going to have to get right as a party. As a suburban woman, I get this. Okay. You cannot allow Democrats to define us and say we won't give life-saving care for miscarriages or ectopic pregnancies and then let it go unanswered, because then those lies become the truth. We are leading the way at the RNC on how to message on this issue. We saw great messaging from many of the candidates on the stage last night, and we're going to have to do this if we're going to win in 2024.
There have been reports that you have trouble with candidates, that they don't always, not exactly toe the line, but they don't always take your advice or direction. Is that accurate?
Yeah, they have pollsters, they have their campaign managers, and the candidates craft their own message. But the RNC, the suburban woman who runs the party, in 2022 before the election, sent a memo to candidates, me and Kellyanne Conway, and we called candidates and said, this is a huge issue for our party. We have to talk about better care for adoption and pregnancy crisis centers, and we have to take this issue head on. And if we put our heads in the sand and pretend it's not there, we're going to lose, because Democrats will define us. And you know, Democrats are extreme on this issue. They do believe in abortion up until the date of birth. They do believe what China and North Korea does in gender selection abortion. So if we can't talk about this issue and we allow them to define us, that's what they're going to do, because they can't run on anything else. They can't run on crime or the border or fentanyl or national security or inflation. So they're putting all their money in this basket. And what Tuesday night taught us is Republicans have to respond.
Ronna McDaniel, the longest-serving RNC chair since the Civil War. Thanks very much for being with us, Ronna.
And I've been elected 4 times, unlike somebody else who came after me last night. Thank you.
Got it. Point well taken, Ronna.
Appreciate it.
See you again soon, I'm sure. Thank you very much.